This conference will now be recorded.
Hi Dipti.
Hello.
Hi Dipti. Good morning.
Yeah. Good evening. Here it's the
Oh, it's
night.
good evening. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's a
Good morning,
daylight savings running over.
India. Yeah.
No problem. No problem. Uh, so I'm the tutor for you today. So I'll be taking the demo for the DevOps courses. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
let me introduce about myself.
Sure.
Myself, Prem from India. I have experience of 4 years in the field
Mm-hmm.
of automation and DevOps. So I'll be helping you out with this demo lectures and let you decide whether how it looks and how it goes forward.
Sure. Hmm.
Uh, Tell me something about yourself before we
Yeah.
get
So
started.
I basically don't have any knowledge about this IT field. I am core in management and all this admin stuff. So right now I'm working, but I want to switch my profile.
Oh, okay. That's a nice one. Okay. So you are working as a administrator?
I'm a HR manager.
Oh, HR manager, you mean? Okay, okay, sure. So let me share my screen. Okay. I guess you're able to see the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with the DevOps. Okay. So before even getting into the DevOps, let's just speak about how this IT industry started evolving. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So back in 70s and 80s, when the softwares and other demands have started growing, actually. So what used to happen? They used to follow a traditional pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when we say traditional pattern, a traditional way of developing certain applications and getting over with it. So that is what they were doing. So for that, they had different principles as well,
Mm-hmm.
actually. Okay, one second. Okay, my pencil is working. Um, One second, set clear frame. Okay, so they were started following the traditional principles as well. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
when we say these principles, it's like a set of instructions that they have to follow throughout the journey of development and all. So what they called it as the very first one is waterfall model.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we need to first understand this is the basic principle of software development life cycle, SDLC. Okay, so in this, what used to happen, where people used to follow things phase by phases, actually, in this entire waterfall model. Okay, so you'll be asking, what is this waterfall model? It's like to complete your 12th standard or your PUC graduation or anything, you need to start from the first standard itself. You cannot directly get into that one, right? So likewise, only in the journey of developing a certain software, it always starts with requirements.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then it gets for the feasibility study. Then it goes for design, that how it should look. I'll explain you everything, don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So design, then comes the development, then comes the testing, then comes the implementation, then comes the our maintenance. Because once a software is developed, we cannot say that's 100%, it will satisfy 100% of the market, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it will go for maintenance. So based on the customer's requirements, the flexibility will be provided so that they can change the software over the period of time. If you take the example of Amazon itself, right?
Mm.
You if you go to the Google and search Amazon in 2000 versus Amazon 2022, you'll face you will find a drastic differences. Or else, if you're an Android user, you can compare the Android version 1 with Android version 14, 13 right now. You'll be seeing the drastic changes. Why? Because based on the customer's needs, they started changing these things. Okay, so in short, to quickly explain about this, so requirement is nothing but what the customer is needed. So that is the requirements we are gathering it up, and feasibility study. In this feasibility study, we'll be like shortlisting what is possible to deliver, what is not possible to deliver. If it is possible to deliver, also according to my work, what is the priority right now? So those kind of decisions and all made in this feasibility study. Okay,
Okay.
next comes the design. How the website should look. So these are so design in this case, it will be like how the website should look, where the things should be exactly placed. It's not like according to the developer's mindset they have to come up with. It will be according to the user's mindset or eye-catching or eye-attractive way. It will be. There are lots of principles is that, but that's not the motive. Okay, that's what happens in the design. Next comes the dev. Dev is nothing but a development area where people will start building the website or the application by the scratch, and they'll provide it to us, provided all at one shot. Okay, so the testers will do the testing on the same applications whatever the developers were delivered. Okay, they will be testing, they might be performing different types of testing. Then once it is completed, if they found any bugs, they'll report it back to dev. So it's like a continuous chain it is. So it will go to testing. If it is any failed, it will go to development again. It's like a continuous process. Once it is done, then only it will go for the implementations. Okay,
Right.
implementation in the sense nothing but like making available to the end users. That is in the production, what we call. Okay. Then, as I said earlier, maintenance is nothing but according to the user's need or any bugs found in the applications will be resolved and shipped into the production area. So that's all about our waterfall model.
Hmm. Okay.
If you ask me, or if you is it running in this current area? No, it's not running. Because why? Because there are many things over there. The first thing is the dev team is there is a lot of dependency. The very first thing is dependency. Okay. So when
Hmm.
we say dependency, I am depending on someone. So the developer is waiting depending on the design. So who will be making this design? BAs and front end guy. So these two people will be sit together and design this application. So developer will not have any work at all until then.
Okay.
And same then feasibility study. Feasibility study again made by the BA and the POs only.
PO. What
So
is that?
until then, product owner.
Okay.
Okay. So product owner. So product owner will have any clarity at all. So sorry, product owner and BA will sit together and analyze the requirements whatever they gather from the customer. So now
Hmm.
who is dependent on this one? Our front end guy who's supposed to design the application. So here he is waiting for this one, and the same like requirement until the customer give the requirement. Our product owner and BA is also going to be wait only. Okay. So now this was our backward thinking. Now let's see the forward thinking how it goes. So once the developer gets the work right,
Hmm.
like okay, got to know that this is the application gonna look. So this is where the login button, logout button, and the company logo should be displayed. So once he got the requirement, he started developing. So now he is completely occupied. Now these people's work is completed, right? So now these people, until a new requirement comes up, they'll be seated alone, or they won't be having any work. Correct? You
Hmm.
agree?
Yep.
Right? So these people, so there's a lot of cost involvement actually. There are a lot of cost involvement, and the period they're gonna take to complete this one entire software build is minimum 6 months to maximum 2 years. So This is how the waterfall model journey looks like.
Hmm. Okay.
So, and I
Basically,
hope
here
that I.
we are like a application or a website.
Sorry, can you come again?
So basically, here we are making a application or website or.
Exactly, application, but a by face model. Because it was the 80s. It was the 80s or 90s where people used to follow the same pattern only.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay,
Back.
and as I said, it takes minimum the duration is long. 6 months. It varies from 6 months to 2 years, or depends upon the project structure. If you are involving 100 people, it might be completed in 1 month. If you're involving 5 to 10 people, it might be completed the longer. So the shorter the human resources, the longer the time it's gonna take it out.
Right. Hmm. Okay.
Right. So consider a school going student till 12th standard, he'll be wearing a uniform. Okay. But once he enters the degree area, he'll be like getting into the fancy dresses or the like regular dresses. He don't need to go with the uniforms at all. Agreed.
Right.
So consider I'm in the year 2000. I got to know the customers are really looking for the e-commerce websites, and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I took it in the waterfall model, and I was developing. So now I'm trying. I am ready to ship my I'm a e-commerce product in 2003. Do you think whatever the requirement I got from the customer in the 2000 will be same in 2003 as well?
No.
There will be a lot of changes, will be right, and this is the e-commerce, so there will be a lot of changes like the ease of uses where the Android has started evolving, so they'll be looking for easy to use the usability as well, right?
Right.
They don't want only in the browsers only where you have to afford a desktop to log into that application then only because it was a 2G or 3G world it was.
Yes. Correct.
So there was a lot of the changes, right? So whatever I captured as a requirement is waste in the when I'm trying to ship it into 2003, right? 3 years gap it was. So customers changed, customers' mindsets changed, everything is changed. So now, so whatever I'm going to display it, it will not attract the customer as well. Maybe my competitor might attract. Maybe he was quick enough. So this was a certain drawbacks which we saw in waterfall model. Okay, to overcome this, what they came up with is agile. That is a trending topic in across all the places. What we say it is agile. I'm really sorry for the handwriting. Okay, so it's like the system PC. PC is connected to my laptop, so don't go with the. Okay, sorry. So agile model. Okay, so in this agile model, what used to happen? They got to know what is my end the product. When we say end the product, we can say we can call it as an end product also. I want to design a e-commerce website, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I am aligning myself to the customer's attraction or customer's aspect as well. We will be saying like, what do you mean? So
Yeah.
customers be able to access the e-commerce website throughout any platform. What do you mean by platform now? Through browser, through mobile phones, through iMac, or whatever the platforms we have, different systems. So you should be able to access. So there should be like flexibility over there. Cross-platform access should be there. What else? Ease of login, giving multiple payment methods. Lot of things are there. So these are the requirements I got it. Okay. So I'll be thinking among these 4 5 requirements, okay, what is the very most requirement which will be gonna stand with me till the last or gonna attract the customer right away so that so that he'll be reaching out to my website. So what are the key requirements are there that I will pick it up from him.
Okay.
Requirement is like it will come whole at one shot, stating that according to the survey I took from the customer, so customer is saying these are the things they required for the e-commerce. That is in the week 1 of January 2000. but people are like changing. So they're like so like they are dynamic. We can't say how the mindsets will work as well, right? So within a 2 weeks or 3 weeks, it gonna change as well. We don't know that requirement gonna be stable till the whole year. So that's why they what they thought they'll be like picking up the small things and first to come up with the basic web page where things are yet to be added, but yeah, it is ready to get added or get integrated. You getting
Yep.
any questions so far? So shall I clear this frame?
Yes. But what is the agile?
Okay.
The
No, I'm just coming to it. I haven't completed that one. I'm just coming into it.
okay.
Because it's everywhere if you see it was a waterfall model only, so that's why I wanted to realize it. Okay, so in agile, if you see the same phases of waterfall model, it is same only almost. While I was editing, you'll be saying it is similar. Okay, so in agile, what used to happen? Let's say that customers' requirements, what they were saying like, I want a good, attractive login and create account dashboard. So login is one functional feature they're expecting. Create is one functionality. When I say create, it's a create account.
Okay.
Okay. Next comes the they want a multiple payment methods. Payment payment methods. Why? Because while purchasing it out, so if they are using credit card and debit cards, they should be easy to swipe it out and complete the transactions. So that is what they wanted.
Hmm.
So this is the second requirement. Third one is anyone able to sell in sell in the market. When I say market, it's Amazon only. So these are the requirements we are gathered. Actually, we took a survey from the customers. Like if you want an e-commerce website, what are the things should be there? So this is what the survey happened. So these are the things. The most of the things got selected out of a number of in the first shortlisting. Okay,
Right.
anyone able to sell in the Amazon? Anyone is able to sell in the Amazon? Then what else? Access application as user friendly because it's a back in 30s or sorry not 30s 80s and 90s. It's like sorry 2020s. It's like people are just like evolving with the HTML and CSS things actually where they don't know how to attract the customers as well and there were no advertisements present at that time as well how to portray our advertisement in the websites and those things and all. So it was like a dull UI, which just says, okay, here your login area, you provide a username, password, log into it. That's how it was. And they wanted a security of the data. These are the high things which they require, and just keep on listing it out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now our agile experts. Okay. So if agile experts will sit down and think, okay, it's not like these five requirements gonna divide into two, three products, correct? It's gonna be one single product at the end. Am I correct?
Yep.
So what I will do, okay, my product is Amazon, but I have to go face by face. I will deliver them something. I'll ask them whether they liked it or not. If they didn't like it, I will deliver something else also again with the changes of existing things.
Okay.
So this is what gonna happen over here. Okay, so what used to happen? So this agile expert sits and see, okay, I have thousands of requirements present in my system. Okay, let me figure it out, something which I can complete in short and deliver something to the customer so that they can see, okay, whatever the survey they took, they came up with the solution as well. So what they thought, okay, the very basic thing for any e-commerce website is required is like he should be able to create an account, he should be able to log into the account. Okay, so we'll develop this one multiple payment methods. It's back in 2000s, so they're thinking like, okay, if we they took the survey that how many people are using credit cards and debit cards, sorry, credit cards and physical cash. So they thought like it's a 40-60 ratio. So they don't want to invest money on multiple payment methods. They start thinking to support only cash on delivery and debit cards. So they skip this one. Then comes our anyone able to sell it because if someone is selling, then only you'll be able to buy it, right? So
Yep.
they're thinking to provide this one access application as user friendly. Yeah, they thought like they will be slowly going on this. So this and this. So if you see out of 1,000 requirements, they shortlisted only four to come up in the first set of iterations
Why not multiple?
because multiple payment methods because they don't want to invest all of at shot one shot because multiple payment methods what will happen for CC net banking they need to buy the gateways
Right.
and back in 2000 cost of creating the website and giving the salary is equals to buying a gateway.
Oh, okay, okay, got it.
Okay, so that's why they took a smart move because we don't know whether customer because see if it is a new website, for example, okay, let's take this example. If uh, your friend has visited to one of the coaching institute nearby and wanted to learn Java, okay, he said he gone and he came. He's saying that okay, they are teaching very bad. I'm not sure. Will you be joining that institute for some other course at least?
No.
No, right? Why? Because you got to know the feedbacks over there, right? So what will happen? Multiple payment methods. Considering the time of 2000, it was a 2G and 3G world.
Right. So
What
it's
will
not
happen if the payment got stuck in the mid? What they will say now?
yeah.
This Amazon website people are there, right? They do this stealing the money only. They're not delivering anything at all. I paid twice, but my money deducted, but order is not placed yet. Will they say or
Right.
not? This is a human
Yep.
tendency, isn't it?
Mm.
So that's why they wanted to come up with this solution, but with a stable one, not like a hanky fanky one, so that people will come and because at then it gonna create a problem for the brand only, right?
Hmm.
So that is why so they skipped this one. There are multiple aspects. Gateway payment, it's not a big deal. They started a website, it means what they can buy the gateway as well. Okay, payment gateways from the Visas and Mastercards. But they
Right.
thought, okay, they will take a small baby step in the second iterations because the very first thing should happen is someone has to sell. The very second thing has to happen is someone has to buy it. Once these crowds are there in the website, then only I'll be like, I'll be able to earn something and I'll be able to deliver it back to the website something, right? This is what my
Right.
mentality will be there as a product owner or the CEO of the Amazon.
Right.
So, are you getting any questions on this?
No. Fine.
Okay, so this is how they shortlisted. Okay, so
Okay.
let me just erase this.
Just log in. Anyone able to sell at Amazon
Log in and create account. Anyone
access
should be able to sell it in the Amazon. A seller,
and
it means in short seller. I access applications as user friendly. He means it should be attractive. Like if I get into the page, he should be able to know what he is looking for as well. A search button should be visible
right.
larger. If, for example, if you take a Google Chrome itself, are you able to see the new tab?
Hmm.
So the very
Yeah.
first thing is that there are two search boxes. One is in the top of the right, sorry, the center, and one is in the middle one.
Yeah.
But most of the user, even though to enter the facebook.com, they'll come to here and they will type here only. Why?
Yeah.
Because they made it into the customer centric attraction actually over here. Because of which here also you can do the same, here also you can do the same. But still, why they're doing here? Because this is what they're getting attracted, or their eyes for trying to reach the first.
Yeah.
So this called as a good UI, what we can say. So that's what they wanted to like. The customer also wanted like I should not ask someone to where to locate where is the search button or search box present in the web page, or login and sign out button in a web page. In a few websites, if you go, for example, WordPress, let me take it over there. There you go. It's asking. Okay. Just give you one example. If you see here about partners, resources, Google Apps, like get it on Google. So they wanted. So what I used to happen earlier, they want if they don't know what to come down, what to come and up. Everything they kept in the above itself, in the start itself. So because of which their products are getting delisted down, scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Then only they'll get the products. So this is how the UI it was actually. So I will take give you one Amazon UI. Back in. So there's a website. See, these are Amazon.
Mm.
Hello. Okay, so
Yes.
you there. Sorry. Are you able to see this Amazon?
Yes.
Do you think that this is the Amazon we are using?
No.
Do you think there's a drastic change into this
Yeah.
since
So
last
we are
20 years?
just
See,
yeah.
it was
That's
started selling only those things, but now, yeah, we can see that how the Amazon itself looks like.
oh, that is the back end. No? Now the
Correct.
later like
This,
more
this
visible the product.
exactly. So that is how this if industry started evolving and asking the you like the user is by default wanted the things in a good way or good shape.
Right.
But yeah, the developer didn't deny it also. They said yes, we'll come up with something, but yeah, it gives us some time. It was like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got to know that what are we developing now in this application journey?
Yeah. Got it.
Okay,
So
nice. So
is new to explore or something new to deliver to the customer so that they can have more like they can get
correct,
that products better to sell out.
exactly, exactly. So that is why they started for. So this is the first step only which we took as a baby step. Okay, so we haven't yet to get into the agile. We just spoke with the agile experts. Now we
And
have to see the agile life cycle, how it goes.
right. Okay.
Okay, shall we get into it?
Yeah.
Sorry, shall we?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, nice. So the very first thing what will happen is now in this also, okay, they decided the requirements. Do you think the website is started working now? Amazon
No.
website? Because they just got the requirements, they have to process it and they have to deliver the website, correct?
Yeah.
Are you able to prioritize these requirements that which one should be designed first and which one should be designed in the last? Any guesses?
The most search items can go first.
No, no, no. The website
Taking
is
the
not yet built. Let me give you the preconditions or what we can say. Side note: the website is not yet built. We just got the requirements. We have shortlisted the top four features out of thousands. So now you tell me, out of these four, which one I should prioritize first and design it and develop it.
okay. That I don't have any idea about that.
No, no, you just guess it.
Then we
Just
can
said
just
Website is
the
not there.
if they have old data of anything, then we can go through that and then figure it out what is the like priority priority of product of them.
Okay, okay. So that's a good guess. Okay, so let me come back to this one. Okay, so as I said, the website is not there. It means what they can come up with is like Amazon logo, login and create account. Will it be easy to develop, create them, and create a host their website? Do you
Mm.
think it is
Okay.
possible? So
Yeah.
they took the fun. They started to work on the login and create account first.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so this is my priority one. Do you think without login and create account, other things can be done fast? Other things should be done?
No.
No, right? Because without login and
No.
create account, they will be not able to purchase or sell anything in the Amazon.
Yeah. For their personalized items,
Now
right?
we have the access. Now if
Yeah,
we
they have to
go,
do login
you'll be
ID.
able to browse it. You'll be able to browse it. But once you make a add to cart, it will say, hey there, please sign in to checkout, right?
Right. Yep.
So that's all. So do you think login and create account is a first priority to design and develop?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So now we have designed this login. Now what do you think? What can be the next one?
Now the list out the items or make a um, layout.
List out the items. You mean someone has to sell in the Amazon? That's what you mean?
Yeah, or just make the visible items with the like the
Correct.
whole.
So yeah, so like feeding the data, feeding the items like
Yes.
according to the
Exactly.
categories. Correct.
That's what I mean.
Feeding the categories of item. So this is our next functionality will be delivered. Then what is next one? Then once it is like feeding the categories, so someone will be buying, right? It
Yeah.
means someone should be able to add to cart. Cart should be there. Agreed.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Cart is there means they should be able to select the payment. Sorry,
And
delivery
then
address.
yeah, delivery address, payment options, and then
Sorry, what is it?
text, everything. Like
Extra.
every item has a text and
Tax. Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, that's payment calculations. Okay. So then comes our payment calculations. It should be accurate because do you think Amazon is gonna allow the seller to freely sell it on the website? No,
no,
right?
they have to
He'll
get some
be charging some amount of
that.
fee as an
Yes,
advertisement.
that is true. Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it has to be charged back as well. So that's why payment calculations. Okay, payment calculation done. Payment method selected. Payment method. What else? Then comes our like so I guess payment
Security.
selected. Security of data. Security of data. So now these are the things like I feel that my website gonna do or interact with the customer. You also feeling the same things?
Yes.
So what I will think is like, okay, if a customer is concerned about the security of data, so it's like it's a chain of action. First, I have to come up with the flow where login and create account is completed. So what I will do, I will take a short period of time with this limited resources and design the login and create account of the website and deliver that and host it into the website. In the
Right.
waterfall model, what was the duration they took? They took minimum 6 months to maximum 2 years to deliver all at one shot, not
Oh.
phase by phase as well.
Hmm.
You agree?
Yes.
They delivered all at one shot. But now here what happening? They're saying I will take limited resources. Okay, not like 100 people and all. I'll take limited resources of a team where two developers, one testers, one BAs, and one product owners. So like that, I'll be taking up. Okay, so they
Mhm.
will be helping me to give the designs. They will do the feasibility studies. I'll develop. I'll host it. I'll ask the tester to test it, and it will implement it as well. So that's what the mindset they took. So they said, okay, within 2 weeks, I will develop login function. Sorry, create account functionality.
Mhm.
Within 2 weeks, I'll create account functionality.
Is that
Within next set of time, okay, feeding the categories of item, okay, I'll make sure that seller is able to sell the product. Then I'll thinking, okay, whatever the seller has sold the product or made available to the Amazon website, is it getting highlighted in the home page or not? I'll feed those kind of canvas or containers, and I will feed my data, sorry, my cat products over there.
okay?
So you seeing there is a chain of action is happening, but a phase by phase interdependent one. You agreeing this one?
Yep.
So this is how it is gonna happen in the field of agile. So in short, in agile means they'll be picking up the top or the most required, which not gonna change in the near future as well. Do you think anyone able to sell in Amazon gonna replace with something else in the near future? Seller is seller
Not
at the end. Either is
yeah. Right now, it's
sorry.
the best selling right now. It's
Correct.
so
So seller is
yeah,
seller only. Either is a traditional seller or an online seller. But at then he is
that's
just selling the product only. So he hasn't changed yet. Access to application as user friendly. This is what the customer asks. Do you feel is it's happening in the Amazon as well?
yes. Yeah.
Okay. Security of their data. Do you think any fraud happened in the Amazon.com? Apart from purchasing a wrong product, are their data is
Uh,
secured?
yeah. It is most of the time it's secured. Yeah.
Secured. And in the first set of shortlisting, they removed multiple payment methods. But do Amazon supports multiple payment methods?
They do two-way verifications or some kind of like verification
Exactly. Do
that
two-way
they,
two authentication now. Correct. OTP based authentications are
yes,
happening over
yes,
here. So
yeah.
yeah. So so earlier they did while shortlisting they removed the multiple payment methods. Do Amazon supports multiple payment methods right away?
No.
It, it supports right multiple payment methods. Amazon.com right now.
Method, yeah, they do, but not at the same time.
Yeah, no, 2000 I'm not speaking. Now I'm speaking. So I'm just saying. So my face by face delivering is aligned according to the customer's requirement itself from the day one.
Hmm.
Why we are developing something? There was some problem. I am providing the solution. I want to make money out of it. No one gonna say, okay, this is for charity and that this and all. At the end, they
Hmm.
will be saying, okay, I want to earn money, but I want to deliver a solution to an actual problem, not like creating some fake problem and coming up with a solution. They found a real problem. What was that? Someone from the Texas is selling something which an Indian customer is not able to buy it. So for that, he provided a platform that is called Amazon. You agreeing this statement?
Yeah.
So this is the platform we wanted to give for hosting their products. He's charging the seller some amount for delivering the product to the customer. He's charging some delivery amount. And this is how he's connecting a customer with the customer. So it's a C2C company only it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going into a management studies. Okay, I'm sorry. So coming back to the agile model. Okay, I'm sorry. What we can do? So taking lots of different aspects. So that's why I'm sorry about it. Okay, so in the agile aspect, so what happening is, so they're saying they're committed themselves to the agile model, stating that 2 weeks of time I'll take. In 2 weeks, whatever I can deliver, I'll pick that one. And whatever I'm picking, that is the priority one. 2 weeks of time they're gonna take. They're gonna not gonna exceed. They're not gonna complete below that one as well. They're gonna take exact 2 weeks. They're gonna say, okay, Amazon, sorry, website is not yet hosted. Okay, website should be hosted. What we needed? Okay, I think Amazon website should have its own logo. Okay, we got the logo. Okay, what else it should? We want to show some dummy products because seller is not yet onboarded into this platform. So we'll show some dummy products. Okay, but what about a login and create account? Okay, good. That also I'll include. So these are the three features they're gonna include in the first 2 weeks of iteration, and they're gonna deliver it. And they took the priority one as well. Do you think that was a least priority? Whatever they picked up, you
Sorry, I missed
there?
that. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, I missed.
So
Yeah.
yeah, okay, you want me to repeat it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm saying, so this is a conversation happening over there between developer and bees. Okay. He's saying, okay, my Amazon website is not yet hosted. Okay, what are the things is required? I think only will host the Amazon logo. Who's saying B? Developer is saying, okay, what if we club both the login and creates a functionality as well along with it and feeding some dummy products into the website for initial first cut.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yeah, sounds good. Okay, how long will it take? I'll take off 2 weeks, bro. I am an agile person. I'll follow agile methods, other agile disciplines, in short. Okay, good. Okay, so now developer is asking the BA because BA is a design and feasibility study person, right? So he's asking, whatever I said, is it the priority one or a least priority? So what's your answer on this?
Yes, that is all priorities.
That's all are high priority, or we can say critical ones, correct?
Yeah.
Because these are not yet available also. So for the first cut, yeah, I feel like these are the things will will help them to understand. Okay, so okay, I have feeded the data in this place. I have kept the login and logout button the right side of the web page. Okay, let me go to the customer asking that if I give you the website, are you able to find the web login and create account page button or not? Do you find this website as a attractive or not? Do you find this is a user friendly or not? Do you feel something is need to be changed or not? So they're taking the feedback as well once they delivered it,
Mm, right. That is a good
right?
thing. So that's what we need. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is what happening in the agile. Okay. So you got the in short what we are trying to do over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so it means, so what is agile? 2 weeks, deliver the right thing, but pick the right thing as priority. Sorry, the priorities of right things.
Yes.
Otherwise, it might be like we are developing. Anyone is able to sell in the Amazon, but there is no there is no platform or place to help the seller to create his own profile, right? How we can create the profile with the use of create account? So yeah, so that's why they're saying pick the things, but pick the right things, which is a priority for right now.
Right.
Okay, so now how the agile will go for? So product owner states that requirements. Okay, so we'll divide these things in the phase by phase manner. Product owner gives all the requirements, which has thousands. So now here one more requirement gonna come up. Now you'll be asking, what is this requirement? This requirement is nothing but the shortlisted ones. What are the shortlisted ones? Login,
Login ID,
selling, buying.
multiple. Yeah.
Correct? So
Yeah.
these are my shortlisted requirements. So this will sit over here. Requirements 4. Okay. Now comes our feasibility study. Here, all these four. four features are there. This will be converted into the user story. What we say it is user story. As a user, I should be able to log into a Amazon website. As a user, I should be able to create an account in Amazon. As a user, I should be able to sell any product in the Amazon. So this is called as user story. Is nothing but a collected feedback will be converted into a story format. What
Right.
we collected the survey. These four
Survey, yes.
functionality also collected in the survey only, correct?
Yes.
So that's why. So we are converting that into a user story. So these are the technical terms. Okay. It's not like it's just a normal term. These are technical terms. User story. These everything will be converted into the user stories.
Okay.
Okay. So now this user story, once it is done, they'll be like prioritizing this one. Okay. I have completed everything. I'll be prioritizing now. So we have prioritized this one. Login account and create account is the first one. Now, anyone able to sell in the Amazon, that is the second one. Once it is sold, then only you'll be able to buy it. So that is third one. And they made sure the data of security as well. Fourth one. They prioritized. Now, I guess all are a single aspect, but here if you see there's a dual aspect. Login and create are like is the entry level of customers attraction, but without creating account, will they be able to log in?
Yeah, they have a guest accounts too.
Correct. So, do you think again there will be a priority will come in between this one, like developing a login and developing a create
Yeah, I
account?
see Amazon has a guest login, but yeah, in Macy's and other websites, they do have a guest account. So you can just go and log in the email ID and then you can just buy the stuff, whatever you want.
Correct. So, what will be the priority between login and create account? Now, internal like, priority are again gonna come up. So, which one you gonna decide first one?
So
As
the
I can see, you got the
the
development.
login ID is the first priority. Create an
Sorry,
account.
sorry.
Login ID is the
Login
priority.
will be your first one.
Yes.
Okay, nice. So, login will be first. Create account will be second. So you see, the user story is further getting divided if it is a larger one, as you saw this one, right?
Right.
So, so this is how it is getting cut down in the phase of features, the feasibility study. Okay, once feasibility study is done, developer will pick, tester will pick the for testing, they will be doing the implementation, and the cycle repeats. Now you'll be asking, where is the maintenance? Correct.
Yes.
In earlier, if you
Yes.
see means you ask, there was a maintenance, right? But here there is no maintenance.
Yeah. Yes.
Why? Because once it is implemented, I am going with my website to the customer and saying that, hey Zach, see this is the website I have. Do you think it's awesome? Can you just spend 2 minutes in this and let me know how it looks and all? I'll be giving it to him. He will be saying, wow, this is a real one. This is what a prototype or a real one. This is a real one gonna come in 1 month. So you can use it at that time.
Hmm.
Oh, I gone to the second user. Okay, the website is looks good, but where is the create account button? Oh, I see. It's there. You written in a small script. Okay, make the fonts larger one so that user will be able to attract. You'll be able to catch it in the first shot, first steps. Okay, noted. This feedback is noted. Okay, I'll call the product owner. Product owner, this is what the customer is saying. They want the font for the create account should be larger. So check with the our front end guy and see for the sizes or gradual sizes and develop that one. So what else will happen? Whatever the feedbacks we're getting, right? That will again get into as a feature story.
Right.
Use the story. Means
Yes.
in the next iteration. If this 2 weeks is completed, it's not like the development itself complete. Next 2 weeks gonna start, right? So in the next 2 weeks, they're gonna pull this one into that one. Whatever the feedbacks we got, they're gonna fix it in that there itself.
Hmm.
So you're getting this agile, how frequently it is getting delivered, and how frequently they're getting the feedbacks as well from the customer.
Yes. But I still not get the maintenance part because uh, uh, the actual
So
maintenance is is what we
So
like we
okay, oh,
stop
okay, okay. Let's
some
see
kind of
this. Let's see this.
yes, but
Okay, maintenance. What do you think will happen in the maintenance?
they
Just a question.
if there is some kind of issue in like the product is not visible proper or something in numbers or that they do some kind of maintenance. I don't know about that. Sorry.
No, no problem. I just wanted to. You are from a different domain itself, and trying to answer this question means, yeah, that's a. See, it's a really nice one actually. Okay, so you should be trying things, and not that's not a that's a there's it's a limitless opportunity. So don't worry about it. Okay, so what will happen in the maintenance exactly? Let me say about it. Okay, in maintenance, what will happen? There are some issues, some defects found in the website.
Hmm. Like what?
The defects, for example, uh, user is logged in and he enabled the two-factor authentication, but the OTP is not reached the user itself.
Okay.
Two-factor authentication code is there, right? It didn't reach the customer itself. Customer has to get it through which medium? Through SMS or through emails, right?
Right.
But he didn't got it, and all the users are facing the same one. So they came back to the development team and asking, "Hey, developer, what happened? Why the customer is not getting the OTPs?" Then developer will say, okay, I don't know, I haven't done any changes. I need to ask the tester because tester is the person who tests entire product. Okay, I'll ask the tester. So now the developer calls the tester saying that, hey tester, what happened? Why the OTP is not received? I don't know because that's not in my scope of testing. So what I have just only tested with the login to a normal account which doesn't have two-factor authentication. So this got missed over there.
Yes.
So this is
So
the
here,
conversation happening over there. So they got to know that a two-factor authentication has been disabled while developing itself actually, and it hasn't been tested because it's out scope because they were doing something. So they thought that it's not gonna make any problem. So now you'll be asking why it's got disabled because developer is developing something, so he has to log into the prototype and check, right. So at the time he is getting the OTP 100 times. So he wanted to log into that application, mails and get the OTP, then authenticate, then he has to go inside. Because of that only, he disabled that one for a short period of time, but he forgot to enable back.
okay. So here the developer
So this
and this testing teams comes in the place. So well,
yeah, comes into the play. You got it right. Do you think the requirement and feasibility study is happening for this one?
sorry. Yeah. Here it's come
It's
work.
it's not happening, right, for this maintenance part for requirements and feature feasibility study.
Yeah.
Correct. So this one problem in the maintenance is defect. Second thing is enhancement.
Hmm. What is that?
Okay, one second. Enhancement. Okay, so some good questions. You using WhatsApp?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Recently they enabled two-factor authentication as well.
I did not check it, but yeah,
Uh,
maybe.
it's a hidden feature actually. It's a hidden feature. Yeah, but they started enhancement. Okay. Let me give something else.
Yes. Yes. I have it. I
You
use
have it
that.
right. So it's a new thing to the product.
Hmm. Okay. That is
You're
enhancement,
getting
right? Or else
that is
like.
called enhancement.
Hmm.
A new addition to the existing product is called as enhancement.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or existing feature itself, we are polishing it back. In the two-factor authentication itself, they kept only fingerprint scanner only earlier, but they
Yeah.
enabled pin-based six-digit pin-based authentication now.
Just like iPhone have a like not just the
Exactly.
uh,
Correct.
facial
You got the
expression.
point. So,
Got it.
so
Okay.
enhancement means adding something new to the existing family or polishing something new to the existing family.
Hmm. Okay. Got it.
Okay. So that is called as enhancement.
Yep.
Okay. But for these enhancement also, Still, again, they have to go by the developer, tester, then implementation only. Do you think it's a different phase again, or same things they have to follow?
No, we have to follow the same protocols, whatever
Same
it is.
structures only, right?
Yeah.
So now you got the idea that why maintenance is not there in the agile model.
Yeah.
Okay, and one other thing is why we don't have maintenance over there is so that it's you need to get the actual picture of the SDLC format. All other phases, when we say all other phases, requirement, feasibility study, design, are dependent to each other.
Yes.
And once the product reaches the tester, will developer will do work on something else or he'll be just seated idle?
No, he will be working on the like whatever testing sites having problem or whatever they are asking to do. They have
Consider
to.
there is no problem. Things are going good with the tester as well.
No, they then also they have to still continue developing stuff now. So that's why they are
No.
developer.
So what will happen, right? So if a full-time developer is working in a project, so
Mm.
he'll be like just sit and chill out only. If there is no problems comes at his place. Once he
Oh,
developed
oh,
in waterfall model. Okay.
okay.
Getting now.
Yeah,
So
but
these
as
poor
well.
people will be sitting and chilling out with Netflix actually over there. Okay. But
Mm.
tester will be working out over there. Okay, I have to test it. I have to test it. Once tester is also completed with this work, right, it will go for the implementation. So then tester also will start at chill out.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and the waterfall model's complete goal is to like deliver the product at one shot. Do you think any new requirement gonna come up?
Yeah, maybe if customer asking for.
Maybe. Correct. That's a good one. That's a maybe because they're delivering it after 2 years. So there will be, yeah, seriously, there will be, right? So then they will come. But until then, developer and tester will sit out and hang out only, right?
Yeah.
Requirement BA and product owner will sit down and do certain works. I'll be just like chill out over there, right?
Right.
So that is how it was happening over there as well. So because so why the maintenance comes up once the product is delivered, then only the thing's gonna come called as maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
As you said, right, that maybe there might be requirements comes up, again the phase will not start. Whatever gonna come up newly, right, that will go up in the maintenance area only.
Mm.
You
Okay.
got the point now?
Yes.
Okay, if any defects found or if the customer is saying I want something new to happen over here, it will happen in the maintenance area only.
Okay.
Okay, but in the field of agile, what will happen? Whatever the feedback. So the maintenance means at the end what? It's a feedback only, right? Feedback of issues or feedback of improvement. Are you agreed with this one?
Yes.
Correct. So the whatever the feedbacks of issues and improvement they're gonna get, they're gonna come put it as a user story only again into the requirement in the next set. Where is the next set? This is a sprint to iteration one. Once iteration one is completed, iteration two gonna start in the same day. Next day only. When the next day is getting started, I'm gonna pick some of the user story from the backlog and some of the feedbacks which I got from the customer as well regarding iteration one.
What is that?
I'm gonna sorry,
What that word is? Alteration?
iteration.
Okay.
So you're not clear, I guess.
No.
Shall I clear this frame once again? Okay, I can so go for the new page. Sorry. Okay, so when I say iteration means iteration one, iteration two. What are my products? Login, anyone selling, buying, security. Out of which what we picked right now for design, sorry, development,
Login?
login and create account. Oh, sorry, create
Yeah.
is not yet picked up. So in this cycle, In this cycle, I picked up login.
Yes.
In this cycle, I'm gonna pick the create account. Cycle is same only, right? You feel any difference over there? The way I designed the login button, it's same way I'm gonna design the create account as well. You agreed?
Yes.
Sorry. But what will happen? Iteration 2 will get added one more thing as well to develop. What is that? Feedback of iteration 1.
Mm.
You getting? You
Yeah.
agreed?
Yeah.
What is the feedback? Okay, there is a font size issue with the create account, sorry, login account button. So can you please make some changes to that one? So that is the customer's feedback.
Yes.
Can we complete that in the iteration one itself?
Yes.
How we can complete when the iteration one is completed?
First, we have to create an account, and then we can do this.
No, no, no. Can you come again? I didn't understand.
So first, we can create the account of the customer, and then we can get the login ID.
Correct. So that's what. So now iteration one is all about requirement, feasibility, dev, test, implement, and same applies for both. Same applies for both. Okay.
Okay.
Now, okay. Sorry. One more thing. Let's make it as create only. Create account, login account. Okay.
Yeah.
So create account and login account. What's happening over here is create account is developed. Some dummy products are fed into the cards or not cards in the canvas or container, and Amazon logo is displayed over there. They ask the customer. Customer is saying create account font is somewhat smaller, so make some changes to this one so that it will be easy to locate next time. This is what the customer's feedback.
Right.
Now iteration one is completed or still going on.
Still going. It's still going on
How?
because there is
If it is
more
still going on what phase we are currently?
in the create an account
Cricketer. No, no. In the create account, which phase of agile we are currently, if it is still going on, iteration one.
development.
No, development is done, right? Without implementation, how we will ask the customer?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then again,
Implementation is the place of where it goes for the production. And once production is done, then only you'll be able to ask the customer, right?
so feedback, no?
That's what feedback, yeah.
Hmm.
We're gonna get the feedback from the customer. Okay. So one iteration is starts with requirement and completes with implementation. So this is called one iteration, and this will be completed in 2 to 4 weeks of time.
Okay.
Okay, minimum 2 weeks. It depends upon the project structure they're gonna follow. 2 weeks to 4 weeks, but yeah, max with more than 4 weeks we cannot. If you crosses means that's not called as agile. Then
Okay.
okay. So once this implementation is done, then only we can gather the feedbacks. So if I next time say, okay, feedback means okay, I guess implementation is done. That's why they're gonna gather the feedback. Okay, so
Mhm.
now they're gonna gather the feedback. It means iteration is completed or still going on.
It's completed.
It's completed. Good. I'm glad that you got to this one. Okay, so 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 you got it right. So one iteration is completed. So if we got the feedback, means we are not gonna think, okay, they what these are stupid people. So why need to think about this? They're not gonna do like that. What they're gonna do is, okay, they got the feedback, okay, they're gonna convert it into a user story. They're gonna fix it in the iteration 2
Mm-hmm. Right.
right away.
Yeah.
If that is the priority. Now,
Yes.
this is not a priority. Changing the font size, according to me, it's not a priority for me. Okay. I will be saying, okay, and now I am working on logging an account. So that is the priority for me. So what I will do, okay, I will try to fix it in the iteration 3.
Mm.
So this is how I can, like, I'm prioritizing the user stories as well. So this time, what I got of as a feedback, create account font is somewhat smaller. I'm unable to look at it. If this is one feedback, now let's see the second feedback. Someone says, you said it's Amazon website, but where is the A in between Amazon? It's AMZON.
Mm.
It's a problem or not?
It is problem. Yeah.
It is a problem, right? Do you think it's a priority or not?
Uh, it's actually not a priority, but if it is in a
It's a
login,
matter.
it's a priority. But it's just the font. It's not a priority.
Okay, fine. So let me give you one example. I guess your good name is Deep, isn't it? What's your full
Yeah.
name?
Ruparelia.
Sorry?
RUPA. It's Ruparelia. RUPARELIA.
Okay. Okay, nice. So I'll keep it short with Dipti only. Okay. So it's DEEPTI, right?
PTI. Yes.
Okay, nice. So someone suddenly, your class teacher came and saying, okay, Dipti, I have filled your form for some NDA, non-disclosure agreement in some coaching institute you joined. Okay. What they did is like they written your name like this. Do you think it's a valid one?
No. No.
We will be adjusted with this.
No.
Okay, fine. Still, it's pronouncing the same. Okay, I'll sign the form. You'll
No. No.
agree?
No. That's not my
What you will
name.
do? Immediately shout at the person you don't know English. Will you shout or not? If my name, if they're pronouncing it like this, I will shout for sure. I'm not sure about you. How about you?
Yeah, because my name sometimes they call Dipthi. It says THI, so it's not THI.
Yeah, actually, it's happening. It happens very like in my organization also. There's a lot of people facing the same. Even my HR also facing the same one because I was addressing some mail to her. Her name is Deepti Sharma. So I was addressing different, and the mail chain was different. So yeah, that's some clash. We'll speak about it in the later.
Yeah.
So, so you got to know the priority. Do you think it's still a least priority?
No, this is a priority now because it's
This
a
is the
name.
priority.
The name.
Was the example was relevant? Was the
Yeah.
example was relevant?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Really,
So that is
it
about. Sorry.
it is actually like really to me. My name is always like THI Dipthi.
Correct. Actually, so we are in a 2023 started as well, but still people are like hardly still in the phase of like identifying the name itself. What we can do. Yeah. So that's about our ID industries. Okay. So you got to understand iteration one and iteration two.
Yes, I got it. So that name.
Okay. So now, sorry.
So the name got in priority as well.
Now
Yeah.
name got in priority. So what they'll do, they'll not they say, okay, I'll fix it in iteration three. They will not do like that. They will fix it in the iteration two itself.
Hmm. So one more question.
Okay?
Like one more question. If the alteration time for 2 weeks, and then they will gonna buy 2 more weeks of time for alteration two, or and again 2 more weeks of time
No,
for.
same 2 weeks, 2 weeks of time only for each iteration. They're gonna call the next iteration as iteration two with the 2 weeks of duration.
Okay.
Means in the month of January, two iteration will happen. In
Hmm.
the month of February, two iterations will happen. So you got understandings?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now I got it.
Okay. So now we saw the agile methodologies and all. So now you saw who all are involving in this one. Product owner.
Hmm.
Product owner responsible for what?
Sorry. Product owner
Product owner is responsible for what?
for development.
Product owner is responsible for requirements, gathering the requirements. BA is responsible for what is not possible, what is possible for me to develop or design or deliver.
Okay.
Then comes the developer, which we know the tester. For
Mm-hmm.
implementation, ops team. So now still they think that 2 weeks of time is huge for me. They want to come up with like a reduce the manual things only over there,
Hmm.
like develop it, then ship it to some area, some instances where the application can be hosted, then someone can test it, then someone will create the infrastructure to host into the production. So now you'll be asking new person, who is this ops? Ops is nothing but operations people, okay, who will be like doing the implementations part, hosting into the server, hosting to the production servers. And if the servers is for example, the server will be hosted like it can support 100 people only. But if they found 100 people crowd in the website, then they will increase the capacity of the infrastructure to 200 people. So this is what their work is, to monitor in the real time and looking for the issues and failures over there. So this is what the operations people's work.
Okay. Operation people.
Okay, so now coming to the actual part of DevOps. Okay, so what is the meaning of DevOps? It means automating the developers and the operations seamlessly should be happen without any manual intervention.
Hmm.
Okay, so this developer will be developing his things and keep it in some repository.
Yeah.
And ops guy is good at expanding the infrastructure or provisioning the infrastructure. You do you know the idea? I'm sorry, meaning of provisioning?
No.
Okay, so provisioning in the sense, it means if I got any request, it should be like opened in the meanwhile. How should I give you as an example? Okay, just to take this an example. Okay, I want to do certain things or the test. I want to test something with the applications. Okay,
Okay.
so to test the applications, you need the infrastructure. When I say infrastructure, it should be hosted somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But you cannot host into the production itself. Otherwise, who knows? Whatever the person developed, it will be like a. It might be having some problem or some issues, which should not affect the production user as well. So he has to provision a new system for it
Yes.
or create a new system. So that's what provision means, like providing a system for a short period of time. Once the task is completed, it will be get destroyed.
Okay. So just
It
like
means a temporary
like or team viewer or some kind of application we do
Teamweaver is used to sorry, correct, exactly, Teamweaver only. So
for
because in Teamweaver we'll be able to connect the our Kubernetes or Docker based machines and all. Correct.
yeah. Yeah. So just to
So
provide
for that only we
little bit of like support.
correct. So like it for a short period of time, amount of time. Okay, they need this system. Okay, I'll give you the system. Okay, wait for some times. So
Mm.
once the task is completed, it gonna destroy automatically.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the work of operations. So what they taught is like they want the this one single person to do both the work simultaneously. Okay, handling the developer's code and handling the infrastructure side, and it should be one person. Now here, if you see, developer handles its own his own code, and operation people is good at their infrastructures only. Operation people doesn't aware to handle the how to handle the code itself. I'm stressing the word called handle over here because they're not writing the code, they're just handling the code in the repositories. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, operation people is good at scaling and expanding the infrastructure, and developer are good at developing the website. Okay, but while integrating these two things into the real-time environment, or we can call it as continuous integrations, for these kind of integrations there's a lot of problems because what developer follows his own rules or own discipline of writing the code, which is not in the standard, which is not in the standards and all. And operation people are like facing some issues while deploying it to the servers,
Okay.
right? So in these cases, and also there's a lot of clashes. So what they thought, okay, and then I'm gonna create one guy called DevOps,
Hmm.
who will be like handling the quality of code, who will be like handling the scaling and other infrastructures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he will be doing all those things over there.
So they will
So you got
make kind of a module or some kind of a parallel platform for both the parties to get same
correct,
page.
correct, correct. So whatever he developed, it will get automatically integrated to certain repositories. What will happen? It will be compiled. So they're gonna create one pipeline actually. What? Okay. So this
Hmm.
pipeline will say, okay, look for Prem over there. Okay. In the road, if Prem is there, pick it up. Okay, it's the same chain only. If you go to the airport, you'll be still be finding the people with the boards stating that, hey, someone, welcome to some X country. You have
Mm-hmm.
you ever saw that kind of people?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, once a person has got, what they're gonna do?
They just have a board in the hand and go and see the person.
No, 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 the board. I'm standing the board in
They,
the hand. Okay,
they
consider
read.
you coming to the airport. You coming to the exit gate, and I'm holding the gate, and you found the name. Now you're gonna reach out to me.
Yeah, if you are holding my
Ah,
name, so I can go.
correct. So now what next I will be doing? If I'm a driver, I'll be picking you to some hotel, and I'll drop you. I'll give you the luggage, and I'll come back. That's my work.
Yeah.
So same like only this pipeline, one pipeline will be created. Okay,
Okay.
one pipeline will be created, which will say, look for the developer's code,
Hmm.
dev code. Okay, once it is come, build it.
Mm-hmm.
So now you'll be asking what is the meaning of build it. When we say build, whatever the dependencies they added to the projects, right? Maybe all are not certified according to the development standards as well because of
Yeah.
the security concerns as well. Because all the repos or the packages are not safe or not healthy.
Hmm.
So while building it, what we'll say, okay, this XYZ packages is looks like some malicious. Okay, so I'm not gonna allow this build. So what you gonna do? You're gonna fix this and gonna come back again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reject here itself. If
Mm-hmm.
I approved, what will go? It will go integrated. The tester will test it. Once this is done, this will directly go for the what we say production itself.
Okay.
So it will be easy for hackers to hack the system, right?
Yes.
We don't
So
know the hacking methodology, but what we can think, okay, it's easy for them to hack the system.
okay.
So you got the pipeline.
Yes.
Look for dev code.
Yeah.
Look for dev code. Then build it. Then deploy it. Then test it. Then sorry. Then it goes to the production.
Production. Okay.
Ship to production. So this creation of pipeline, handling the quality of the code. When I say quality of the code, you saw right the build. So it will be building to check the quality of the code only. All should be healthy and should follow the standards as well. So that a new resource joins also, it will be easy for him to grasp it up. Okay.
Yeah. So in the development also, like this develop people, they, whoever made the code, they do have some kind of internal testing and coding and things like that.
No, that testing will happen here only actually.
Okay.
Agile is running still, but you see this phase. One second, let me change the frame. You see this phase. After
Yeah.
feasibility, development will done, testing will
Yeah.
done. But in the between only,
Hmm.
means these three are interconnected only actually.
Okay. Yeah. Develop.
Implementation will happen same this way.
Hmm.
So I can write it in this way: dev, test, below that implementation. So
Hmm.
do you think it's a implementation is holding the developer and tester in the same roof?
Yeah.
So you got the answers
Yes.
that what is
Yes.
the DevOps work and why they are doing in this way and all.
Mhm. Yes.
Okay, so it will look for the dev code. Once it is got, it gonna check the quality of the build, okay, or the quality of the code, whatever they written, is it in the standards or not. Once all it looks like, they gonna deploy it into the infrastructure, which is for temporary purpose. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and once it is deployed, they will say to tester, the build is successfully deployed to this specific place. Okay, go to this place and perform the task whatever you want. Who will get this mail? All the stakeholders, developers, testers, and BAs and POs.
Mm-hmm.
But tester has to start the work. Once tester gives a sign off stating that all looks good, then it will be shipped to production on a specific date.
So,
So any question?
do they have some kind of like code to follow them?
Sorry.
In the developers, they do have some kind of codes to follow. Like if something is new comes up, and then they also do some kind of verification, right?
Standards, that's all. So there will be just standards and principles which will be defined in the start of the development career itself, not in the career, development stage itself. Okay.
Yeah, that's what
If
I'm
it is a
asking.
new project means there will be a people, the SecOps people and other peoples will sit down and say, okay, so this is how we're gonna keep our things. This is where the reusable components will be kept up, and this is how our application lifecycle will go. So please bear with me and board the bus and let's go. So that's how the journey will start.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Okay. So in short, we are the people who gonna do this specific activity.
Hmm.
So you have any questions so far?
No, just
How
I
was the
need
session?
to learn this language actually, this code, and then deploy this testing.
Sorry. Can you come again?
So I just need to learn this language, like code and deploy and this build up and these things.
You don't need to code actually. You are just gonna handle the things that what has to be deployed over there only. Okay.
Yeah, just the IT language is that's what I need to brush up on.
Ah. Oh, okay. That's fine. That is fine. So I'm glad I was able to deliver something for you today.
Yeah, I was able to understand, and I don't know how good I am, but something I
Sorry.
got. I don't know how good I am, but I learned good today.
Okay, nice. So you are supportive. You are supportive enough to understand these things because it's usually hard to find people from different domain to come and understand my domain things or my domain expertise in the first shot, or what we can say in my past careers and all. Because I'm an expert in automations and DevOps practices. Okay,
Right. Uh-huh.
I do this automation testing lectures and side by side this as well. Okay, so
No,
in
you are a
as
good
it
teacher.
was, so sorry.
You are a good teacher. I was able to understand almost all the small parts.
Okay. So that's all about